calm down, this isn't a clickbait. Hey friends, welcome back to my YouTube channel. If you're new here, well, hi, my name is Bianca and I make videos on different aspects of my life. Some of them are thought video essays, while others may include traveling vlogs or career-related content. Essentially, just bits and pieces about my life. Having said that, some of you might have known me from my venture capital videos. If anything, the whole point of those videos are simply to help demystify the VC industry for everyone, whether you're an entrepreneur or someone seeking a career in such a field, or simply a very curious person. Everything I've shared so far are quite literally my own learning takeaways from my journey. So I really hope that I was able to provide content that's insightful, practical, and authentic. So as the title of this video suggests, yes, I'll cut to the chase. I have actually moved on from the venture capital / private equity field, and I wanted to keep this live update fairly private until I've settled down in my current job and most importantly, passed my probation. It was a big transition in my personal life, so I hope that you can understand why I needed this privacy. Now, I reckon some of you might be asking why I've decided to move on. Well, for my case, I would like to focus on the pull factors. Long story short, I was approached by a few recruiters last year regarding several job opportunities. Some of them were in different industries, but I was like, okay, you know what? Fine. Keep an open mind and just give this application a shot. You know, the whole life is a box of chocolates, you can never know what you're gonna get mentality. And funnily enough, I actually found myself walking into many of these interviews and then realizing that some of these recruiters or even the interviewers themselves have actually watched my YouTube videos. Well, not necessarily every single one of my videos, but a fair number of them. In fact, some of these headhunters and interviewers are even subscribers. So honestly, it was a pretty pleasant yet intimidating surprise. Fast forward to a few months later, I was eventually very fortunate to have had 3 offers on the table. So the final bid was really just to weigh out the 3 different opportunities, pick one, and then make the jump. If anything, this was probably one of my more, well, quote-unquote surreal moments in my life, because making the decision to either leave or stay in my previous job required a lot of reflection, and that topped off with a fair amount of overthinking. Now, this probably brings you to ask, where am I working now? Well, surprise! I am actually still working in the investment field, just that I happen to be focusing on a different asset class called, well, drumroll, real estate. If any of you happen to be shouting, "What?" at the screen right now, don't worry, because that was me too. In a nutshell, I am currently working at what we call a real estate investment trust, or REIT. In simple terms, REITs are essentially unit trust schemes that invest or proposes to invest primarily in income-generating real estate. They are kind of like mutual funds in the sense that REITs actually enable pretty much any investor to be able to invest in quality, large-scale commercial real estate without actually having to purchase these properties directly. Plus, many REITs are publicly traded on major securities exchanges, in which they would typically offer investors a steady stream of distributions, which is basically the industry buzzword for dividends. The REIT I'm currently based at is a diversified one, meaning to say that we technically don't have to specialize in a specific asset class such as retail, offices, or hospitality. But having said that, there are plenty of successful REITs out there that actually focus on very specific types of assets, whether it is industrial properties or hospitals or say retail malls. With that in mind, well, compensation and company brands aside, I chose this job because I saw a lot of long-term development potentials, both job nature and networking wise, to fine-tune my skills as an investor. Realistically speaking, It is very, very difficult for me to say whether I'll be staying with my current company for the rest of my life or whether I will still even be here in the next 5 years' time. But so far, I have to say that I've been learning a lot. The journey so far has honestly been quite tough, and as how my boss tells me, it is probably only going to get tougher from here. But hey, there's always this joke that goes around all these Imperial College alumni that if you're able to survive the college workload, you can survive anything in life. But don't quote me on that, this is just a saying. In the meantime, I would also like to make it really clear that this doesn't necessarily mean that I'm quitting VC for good, because it depends a lot on the opportunity that comes as well as my personal circumstances. Overall, I think that my career mantra at this point in time still resonates a lot with Y Combinator CEO Gary Dunn's famous career advice, which is earn and or learn or quit. So to some degree, I actually do believe that there's only so much that we can truly prepare ourselves for. So it is really crucial for us to sometimes embrace change and see where life takes us. With that, thank you so much for taking the time to watch my video. If you happen to be interested to follow my YouTube journey, do consider hitting the like, subscribe, and bell icon. Moving forward, I'm going to see what I could share about the real estate investing work life. So if you happen to have a topic in particular that interests you, do let me know. Having said that, I do also need to be really upfront about the fact that I genuinely can't promise you anything yet. Considering that my current company is a multinational conglomerate, there's a lot more systems, structures, and regulations that we need to respect. So there may be times where I will need to get approval for certain types of content, and there's simply no guarantee that I will always get the green light. Hence, we will have to see how it goes. Till then, do check out my day in a life video as a VC analyst if you happen to be really curious about the VC world, and I shall see you in my next video. Bye bye!